Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome to another day in Stardew Valley. It's gonna be clear and sunny all day. Spirits are very displeased today. Well, that's terrible. have to go into town today. Don't work too hard and eat something good for lunch. How sweet. Today I'm gonna be asking a question that was just asked. Tells you where I am with these videos. I kind of have to do them as as I get questions. Energy tonic restores a lot of energy. 500 energy, 200 health. That's awesome. That stays with me. That is sweet. Today I'm going to be talking about a question that was just asked. To me, what would the spiritual successor to Valkyria Chronicles look like? Those of you that don't know, Valkyria Chronicles is a... Man, I don't even know what to... It's a action tactical RPG? Like, there's so much that goes into Valkyria Chronicles. It's... If you have not played Valkyria Chronicles, I could not recommend it more. It's a favorite game of mine. It's just a fantastic game. And I'm going to be talking quite a bit about it. So, one, play it for yourself if you can. Just because it is fantastic. Two, if you... if you haven't played it and don't think you get a chance to, check out my Let's Play of Valkyria Chronicles. I did a Let's Play of it. And see for yourself why it's just such a fantastic game. So there'll be spoilers here, and if you want to see the Let's Play, and I highly recommend it. Go into it blind. Yeah, I do. I highly recommend you watch it for yourself. Watch it or play it for yourself. More play it for yourself. But, either watch it or play it for yourself. And I'll see you next time, because I'm just going to talk about Valkyria Chronicles. And there will more than likely be spoilers, so don't spoil yourself, because it's a fantastic game. Okay? I'm going to split this topic up into two parts. I'm going to split it up into more story, and next episode I'm going to talk more about the combat, which I am really excited to talk about the combat. Just because of, excuse me, how unique it is. But that later. So if you haven't got to play or see the game Valkyria Chronicles for yourself, go do that. And you can just skip this episode, put it on your watch later list, and put the next episode on your watch later list. And feel free to continue to ask questions. If you have played, so I'll see you all later. Take care, and see you a few episodes from now. 2 episodes from now. For those of you staying, if you have any particular questions you'd like to ask me about Valkyria Chronicles 1, feel free to do that. This isn't like a Q&A for Valkyria Chronicles now. But, if you have any questions, why do you like this character so much? What do you think about this character? I'll try my best to remember characters that aren't like the super main characters. Anyway, let me start with this. You will never see me play Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3. 1, because it is they're on the mobile consoles. They're on the I can't remember if 2 was on the PSP or the Vita. But they were both on the Sony handhelds, which I can't record, so that's not happening. And 2, I don't like them. I don't like Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3. I don't like the classroom setting. I don't like the setting. I don't like the stories they went with. I don't like the characters all that much. So, that's just me. So don't expect me to, and I don't remember 3 that well, to be brutally honest with all of you. I may have to go watch 3 again a little bit. Somebody that's done a Let's Play on it or something. To remind myself more of 3. But I can tell you I don't like Valkyria Chronicles 2. I don't like the characters. I don't like the story they went with. They just don't do anything. Alright, now let me get back to the topic at hand. Which is, what would I like to see in a spiritual successor to Valkyria Chronicles? I'd like to see something different, but similar. What do I mean by that? I'd like to see, you know, different characters, different quirks, but the story to be somewhat similar. I'd like to see, and I just read this and immediately started making an episode. I didn't think about this beforehand, so you're getting all this off the cuff, which I think makes it more genuine, because the stuff that really hit me, you know, I'll be able to say. I'd like a character like Welkin, but obviously not Welkin. Welkin's his own character. What I mean by similar to Welkin is that I would like to see a character that's a leader in his own style. Like somebody that obviously has leadership in him, but has, like, you know, some quirkiness about him, like Welkin does. I'd like to see a character like that. Story-wise, I would love to see the whole love blossoming on the battlefield again, because I thought it was just such a sweet storyline. But I'd like to see it put even more to the forefront. You know, other than, you know, between those characters, I'd like to see that be such a major plot point between those characters. You can scrap the whole, because it's like a spiritual successor. You don't need the whole Valkyria thing, the whole, you know, character like that. You don't need that. You could have the story based around, like, a war, like you did in Valkyria Chronicles. But to have strong characters. Characters that also grow. Like in VC1, Valkyria Chronicles 1. Start shortening it. Something I really liked about Valkyria Chronicles 1, VC1, were the characters. In the spiritual successor, something that I'd like to see, and this would make the game quite large, depending on how many characters you had, I guess, because you had you had quite a few to choose from. You had the main characters, you know, but you filled out a squad. Like a mission or two about that character to give him some screen time and give him a little more personality. I think that would be phenomenal. Now that would make the game huge, just because of the amount of characters. But that would be, I think that would be really good. I think it's Sam's birthday. Hey, From Guy, I got a question for you. That's right, I could be your first fan, sure. There's Penny. Funny, I ran into Penny. On the way down here. 2 fish. So, I'd like to see, like I said, something similar to VC1 in that regard. But even extend it out more. Give even more background and information on characters. I think that would be something. You know, I think that would be it'd be quite the task, but that would be phenomenal. Or even if you just wanted to go the route, not necessarily the kind of side characters that you just put in the squad. If you wanted to give the main characters even more screen time, I think that'd be great. And let characters know about that right before I get the treasure chest. Fish, why? To get even more character development out of them, lengthen the game, have some more stats or something. I think that would be phenomenal. Or more stats, sorry, more missions. Like maybe some special missions about them would be phenomenal. I think that would be great. Super cucumber. I caught that before. That's new. So there's that. The thing I could say about Valkyria Chronicles that I would love to see some spiritual successor do, and this is really important. The story in VC1 is phenomenal. The story is really, really good. It just is. But there is something that actually takes more, that's more important than the story. To me. And like I said, the story is phenomenal. But it's the characters. Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate to the museum. Okay, can I donate the fossil? Because there's certain things I've been told not to donate. So is it okay if I donate the fossil? I get to ask you a question back. The one thing that's more important than the story in Valkyria Chronicles are the characters. The characters, to me, feel like they're the most important thing in VC1. The story supports them, not the other way around. We're usually in anything that's RPG-ish that has a story, the story is super important. You know, if the story falls flat, then it's not good. And the same thing can be said about VC1. It has to have, you know, it has an extremely strong story. But more than that, it has these phenomenal characters that grow, that have personalities. They're fantastic. Like, I'll never be able to forget Welkin Gunther and Alicia Melchiot and Largo Potter, you know, and Rosie and Captain Verrot, Eleanor Verrot, and so on and so on and so on. You know, these big characters, even the bad guy characters, have some personality to them. You know, I want to know even more about them. That's what I'm talking about. The major figures, you could lengthen the story out even more if you could. Like, if we had the budget to, we had the time to. You know, if the game creators were able to do it. And give us even more background on them, because they were phenomenal characters to me. Very interesting characters with their own quirks, their personalities, motivations. I'd love to know more about all of them. That's something I'd like to see, but that's what I'm talking about. VC1 had such strong characters, and I would love to see the spiritual successor to that, to VC1 someday. If we ever get that, I can dream. That's the point of this question. I'd love to see that. That's what's really important to me. You have a really good story. The story in VC1 is good. It's a really good story. But more than that, it's the characters. You gotta have really strong characters. So to get even more story and even more character development than VC1 would be a dream. That would be what I would like to see from the spiritual successor. And that's just story and characters. And like I said, I would love to have the love on the battlefield come back. I would love to see, you know, love between the two most major characters getting together. Like, I would like to have that again. If you have any further questions about that, about any of what I just said, you'd like for me to go into more detail about a certain part of it, let me know in the comments, and I can do that. A rare purple variety of a sea cucumber. Okay. We can store that. Again, let me know in the comments, and I can go over a certain part again. Recycle these. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope you had a lot of fun. Clam. That's right. Is this where I have? No. Well, I could still make sashimi. Store the tuna. Next time, I'm going to talk about the combat system in Valkyria Chronicles 1. And the other games as well. Well, at least 2. Like I said, now that I think about it, I'm not remembering 3 very well at all. Guess that was just that forgettable. Sadly. I remember... I'm just going through it. It's like, oh man, everything I'm remembering is from VC2. Oh well. Go play Valkyria. Well, again, if you stayed, you already have. But if you played it and didn't know that I did a Let's Play of it, check that out. Because that was a really fun time. Had some crazy stuff happen during some combat in my LP of VC1. So that was a lot of fun. Next time, Valkyria Chronicles Combat. And I'm really interested to talk about it. So, till the next episode, I'm Cendril. Remember to shoot for the stars. Hope you had a lot of fun with this episode, and take care, everyone.